on. So we find that people like Henry Kissinger get to be unaccountable and non-responsible, along with Richard Nixon, for incredible war crimes, illegal war crimes, not just in the World Court, but under the American Constitution. And they get to be totally unaccountable. More recently, we get to see people under the Bush administration who said it's fine to torture people. There's just no accountability for them. Now, clearly torturing people isn't fine. Clearly torturing people breaks the Geneva Convention. And many people in the media say, well, who cares whether we break the Geneva Convention? It's got nothing to do with us. We just signed it. Now we don't agree. There's one little problem with that, which is that under American law, any international convention that America signs becomes a part of the Constitution of the United States of America. So by definition, if a president on his watch, a president is breaking any of those conventions, by definition he's not upholding the Constitution and should be impeached. But no, not today. Along with the people in Wall Street, they're not being held accountable. Few of them have been given $20,000 and $50,000 fines while they're picking up bonuses of hundreds of millions of dollars. It's outrageous. On a personal basis, on the ground level, if you like, the same thing operates. So that constantly in America I see people betraying and abandoning and letting down other people, and especially that's happening in families. So we have situations where there's just no communication in families. It's appalling, it's destructive, and it's the problem that needs to be dealt with in America for anything to be dealt with. I mean, we talk about issues like, poverty and unemployment. They only become issues when they reach the middle class. When it's only the bottom 30 or 40 million people, no one gives a damn. So that accountability and responsibility are just, they're not, I was going to say they're theoretical hypotheticals in America, as if they're given lip service, but they're not even talked about, which is just staggering. It's like everyone's given up on the concept that anyone can take responsibility or be accountable. Now, what's behind that is that we have a fundamental Western belief in our own victimhood, that someone did it to us, that we're not powerful, something outside of us is powerful, whether it's God or Wall Street or whatever, that something, or the boss, that something causes our lives to be the way they are, and it's not us. This is called victimhood. And we put enormous power into being victims. We put enormous energy into being victims. And that by definition means we're not taking responsibility for ourselves, which by definition means that we can't keep our commitment, which by definition means we're not accountable, which by definition means that we live lives of chaos and fear. Fantastic. What fun is that? If you're one of the people who are sick of that, then the starting place is to play with the idea, play with the radical idea that just maybe somehow you actually create your life. The simple fact is that the one absolute certainty is that you turn up for every second of it. What if it's occurring according to the script you wrote unconsciously? What if there's meaning and purpose in what you create? What if there's value to be had from what appears to be the hard things, the tough things, and even the disasters? What if you created them all like a big movie in order to get learning and experiences and value and growth in this life? And what if you took responsibility for that and started looking for the value instead of bitching about the fact that it happened? What if you approached it from a point of view of, this has happened in my life and it's scary or it's painful or I'm not enjoying it, so what's the value of the experience? Because I say every experience has value. I say that every experience that we have is worth having fully, and we only get to have it fully by embracing it as ours. While we sit as victims, we push the experience away. We deny our participation in the experience, and so of course what we tend to do is to keep repeating it and repeating it And even the kookaburras find that incredibly amusing.